safe water, taking away everything that helps a person live. To me, I think it's kind of obvious what that's all about. And it's so awful, but it needs to be said.
Well, the only thing to be doing is to a certain group of people in Michigan.
Right. That's exactly right. And
of a certain color
and it's been that way since he took office.
Level.
Yes, it's been that way since he took office. There's no way to deny it. We started talking about this as soon as he took office, and he started targeting people. And it's always poor African Americans. Those are the cities that he targets. It's absolutely. I mean, I know that's really, really heavy, but it needs to be said. There's no way around it.
I think tonight's debate is going to be the best display yet of the differences between the Democratic and Republican primaries. The difference is going to be, I would expect a fairly cohesive Democratic agreement and cohesive platform tonight when discussing Flint. This is somewhere where the unity in the Democratic primary is going to really benefit the party later, as far as Flint as an example of the differences in national priorities, the differences in governing priorities between the two parties. Flint just isn't a microcosm standing alone. There are hundreds of Flints waiting to happen in this country where Republicans have run or are running things. So I think it's important. This discussion will center around Flint, but there's a larger topic here that applies to everyone and that everyone needs to keep in mind for 2016.
And let's contrast what's going to be happening tonight. Tonight, Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, two candidates who genuinely do care about the people in this country and have shown it throughout their entire careers, both of them, are going to be talking about issues, and they're going to be debating one another pretty heavily, and they're going to disagree on how to accomplish the goals that they both share and to what degree to go with those goals. That's really where they differ. Contrast that with what we just saw in the Republican debate, where we heard about the size of Donald Trump's genitalia. He called Marco Rubio
Little Marco.
Little Marco. They're having a cage fight is too mature. They're like
a food fight.
They're having a food fight. That's perfect.
He said they were like sixth graders having a food fight.
Yes, they're having a food fight at school, and they're calling each other names, and it's neener, 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 and there's just food and garbage everywhere flung and probably some poop. I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there because it's kind of what I'm picturing with them. And it's a big mess.
Well, Bill Maher likes to claim that Donald Trump's father is an orangutan.
He did. Really?
So, yes, that's one of his standards. Trump threatened to sue him for claiming...
Why? Because
for saying
Donald Trump, the birther, wants to sue...
Bill Maher
for saying
Maher
his father
claimed his father is an orangutan. he literally sent him a letter threatening a lawsuit.
Oh.
So,
he likes to threaten a lot of people.
If there's any poo thrown, it's likely to come from Donald Trump, who does have direct lineage to orangutans, according to Bill Maher.
That's
what
really we
tiny baby hands, according to John
And we
Maher.
haven't seen the birth certificate, so we don't know.
Or his college transcripts.
Right? Oh my God, you're right. We don't know.
This could be really a landmark watershed debate for Democrats tonight, and not even so much because of the Clinton versus Sanders race, but just in general in terms of the vision of the Democratic Party and what the party stands for.
I think it's going to really show off who Democrats are, where their morality comes from, how it translates into leadership in government, and why a lot of times all of the accusations that Republicans like to throw at Democrats, this is a time when you see when they made fun of President Obama's stimulus package. Remember, he was testing this and testing that and doing all these preventative things. Republicans make fun of that stuff. But the cost of ignoring those things is this. This is it. It's going to cost so much more money to fix this problem than it would have cost to prevent it. Of course, they never had to do it in the first place, so they made this problem all on their own.
If Hillary Clinton, that's very true. If Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are allowed to do their thing by CNN tonight, and that's a big if CNN doesn't try to turn this into some sort of crap fest of, back and forth and create drama, if CNN just literally lets the Democrats talk about Flint, we could see something very special.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be nice. I'd like to see that. The only person that's going to do that is Rachel Maddow. I mean, that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because outside of Maddow's town hall in South Carolina, we have seen varying degrees of quality among moderators.
Right. Well said.
The Fox and the Republican side, the Fox News people have been the only people that have been able to keep that circus under control.
But the reason they can do that is because they share their values. Megyn Kelly treats, especially Donald Trump. It's a tight chain. It's a whip. They're authoritarians. They understand being spoken to that way, and that's what they need, or they won't listen. And that's one thing Democrats can learn, and that's why this "do your job" whole narrative is more effective with Republicans than
on the Supreme Court
vacancy. Yes, because just having a discussion about constitutional crisis goes nowhere. These people have to be embarrassed. They have to be shamed. You have to talk to them like they're children, and you have to tell them exactly what to do. That's how that's how they operate best. So, and she was amazing, Megyn Kelly. She was really, really good. But that's why, and you're not going to see that from the CNN people, especially when I don't. Most of the media is pretty busy carrying Donald Trump's water around for him.
Yes, they are. Well, I hope we're going to get a great debate tonight.
I think we will, and we should probably go to it. It is going to be starting in 20 minutes. So,
well, CNN time. CNN says 8 o'clock start time. But as we know with CNN, that can be 8:15, 8:30.
Right.
They put a start time up there, 8:07. It'll be sometime around 8. Tune in at 8 just to be safe. Maybe CNN will actually start something and not lie to the viewers. We don't know.
Right. So thank you so much for joining us this evening for our pre-debate talk, and hope you enjoy the debate this evening, and we will talk to you soon. This is Jason Easley and Sarah Jones with Politicus USA. Bye-bye.